Hey YouTube, back with another pickups video. This is super late me doing this. This is the stuff I picked up last Sunday, the 27th of July, and it's now the following Sunday. I've just got back from the boot sale, so yeah, I wanted to get it. I've done it once already, and it was too long, so I'm just going to redo it and try and make it a bit shorter. Okay, so I'm just gonna crack on. So it was my usual small local car boot I went to. I got up at 5:30, had a strong coffee, jumped in my van, straight down there, and yeah, the morning it just was fantastic. It started off really quick, you know, some good early buys, yeah, so pretty much straight away there was a guy, and he had a couple of bags out the side of his van, and I was having a look. I could see some PS1 titles there, so I thought, oh, okay. So that sort of caught my eye, and let's grab these. And so I was having a quick look at those, and then I saw a sealed game, and it was a DS one, and yeah, it was new Super Mario Bros. On the DS, and yeah, sealed. Fantastic. You wanted a $5 for that, so I put that to one side, and then yeah, the PS1 games that he had. There was Pandemonium, Black Label, complete. Engine Racing. Thought give that a go. Wipeout, and the best one of the bunch was I don't actually have this big box. Crash Bandicoot with the free demo disc in there as well. I'll open this one up because it's a decent one. It's got a really cool picture disc. Manuals in good nick. And the bonus disc. The bonus demo disc. So that was great. And so these were 50p each. And and he wanted yeah, $5 for that, but I paid him £6, so I got a quid off. So you know, they're 50p each. That was £4. So that was the first buy. Oh, it's hot again, and it was great. I noticed there were a couple of, I don't know if they're resellers or collectors themselves, but there's a couple of guys looking around for stuff, and I know they're after games mainly. And I walked past this car, and it was just a youngish lady with what looked like her dad, and yeah, the guy was in the door trying to speak to her, and she obviously had something, and I know that he's mainly going for games, so I sort of hung around, and it was in the live footage that my glasses were working, and there was a fair amount of footage, and yeah, he was speaking to her, and she had 4 DS's. And they were a bit steep, and it sort of put him off. She wanted 25 quid each for them. There was a red one there, but I was thinking maybe it was one of the Mario versions, but it wasn't. And yeah, he got put off, and he didn't hang around. I heard her say that she had a few games, but he obviously, this is the thing. You can either wait and see what's going to come out, or because I think you can always run the risk of thinking, oh, I'm missing out, and going elsewhere, trying to find other stuff in other, and so when he went, I sort of hung around, spoke to her. She was really nice, and I just waited for the games to appear. And in the live footage, I was shocked how many. I was expecting to have like a handful of DS games, but there was loads of DS games and loads of Wii games as well. So when she brought the big container over to me, I sort of was quickly rifling through, trying to pick out the ones that I wanted. And I took about a third of the DS games and about a third of the Wii games. I didn't want everything. I just took the stuff which, I thought I was going to have I was going to play, have a go at. And so yeah, and I was just thinking as they came over, I was just waiting for the moment when I was going to be attacked from both sides by dealers and resellers and other game people and that. So I was trying to go through as quick as I could, and make the most of while there was no one else around. So and I managed to get all the things that I wanted that was in there. There was, there was some good stuff and there was some iffy stuff in there. So, but she was asking £3 a game, and I thought, well, if I buy a few, maybe she'll cut me a deal. So I'll just quickly go through. Got Mario and Sonic at Olympic Games, Mario and Sonic at the Winter Olympic Games, Simpsons game, Bust the Move DS, Sega Superstars Tennis, Crash Boom Bang, and Sonic Colors. That was a nice little stack. And then the Wii games. And one of the Wii games that I got isn't actually here. One of them was Donkey Kong Country Returns, that was the best one out of all of the Wii games that she had. But I went round to my girlfriend's house yesterday and I took it round there to have a quick go at it, because I haven't got a Wii set up here. She's got it set up around hers, so I thought I'd give it a blast, and it's pretty cool. So, okay, so the other games that I got, Super Mario Galaxy, and all these are complete and in good nick. And I had this already, but the disc was really rough, so I'm going to trade in the other one that I've got. This is a better copy. Sonic Sega All-Star Racing, Toy Story 3, which looks like quite a cool game actually. And that's a bit of a kids film. I went to the cinema and saw it in 3D. It was quite good. Mario Sports Mix, Indiana Jones Original Adventure, Lego Adventures. I don't know if I'm going to keep this one because I've got it I've completed it on the DS, and I don't think I really need to sort of go through them. I don't know if it's different or if it's exactly the same or different. I'm not sure. And I'll give it a quick go and see, and if it's the same, then I'll probably just trade that one in. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Mario and Sonic at London 2012 Olympic Games, which is pretty cool. A different colour place, which is good. Yeah, she loved the Olympic Games one. She's got the 2 on the DS and 2 on the Wii as well. Anyway, Rabbids Go Home. SpongeBob Boat and Bash, which looks like a sort of Mario Karty boat circuit racing thing with hovercraft and boats and stuff, which looks pretty good. My Sims Racing, yet again like a Mario Kart rip, but it looks pretty good. And Mario Strikers Charge Football. Again, this isn't like a really must-have game, but it looks like it could be a bit of fun, and I would never have paid like 4, 5 or 6 quid for this, so it was good that it came in a job lot. So yeah, she wanted 3 quid each for them, and so I just sort of went in tough and I said, oh, could you do them for 40 quid? And she ummed and ahed for a little bit, and then she came back and said 50, and I think it would have come to 57. So I'd picked out, while I was waiting, I noticed she had some PS1 games as well, and I took San Andreas complete with map, Micro Machines V4, and Lemmings, which I've just noticed it's supposed to have a bonus disc. Unless it's a different case. But anyway, I haven't played Lemmings for ages, and I thought, I've never played it on the PS2, so I thought it could be good. So anyway, with those and all those, I just agreed to 50 quid. I thought it was a fair enough deal, and I think it works out at about £2.50 a game. So I was happy with that, and she seemed happy. And I actually went back to her later on, and I was having a bit of a chat with her, and she still had the DS's, and she was open to an offer, but I've got one, I don't want to buy them. It was too much money, but she actually found another game, so I took this offer as well, and it was Batman Lego, and I finished I quite enjoyed the Indiana Jones one, and also Star Wars trilogy. Star Wars Saga. So I finished those 2. So yeah, I asked her if she'd take £2 for this one, but she said £2.50. So yeah, so I got that as well, which is great. Yeah, so that was good. So fantastic start to the boot sale, and where do we go from there? Oh yeah, there was a lad. He had some Xbox 360 games, and he had loads of stuff. He had some toys, he had board games, some really good stuff. So he had a few Xbox games, and this was one that I quite fancied, Citizens, and yeah, so I paid £2 for that. And then he had toys as well, and one that sort of I saw, which sort of took me back to when I was younger, and it's Papa Shango from when it was WWF, and I went to see WWF a couple of times when I was a kid. I think 1989. I would have been 12, and in 1992. And I saw this and I just thought, he wanted £3 for it, and you never see these sorts of figures, even though they're not that old. I suppose you don't really ever see them at car boots, so it's a bit tatty, but it's still cool. So I'm going to keep hold of that. I like it. It's good. And so yeah, that was £3. Excuse me. But on the, it's not really game related, but on the WWF theme, I picked this up as well, and the guy wanted 20p for it, but this was the one in 1992, and I actually went to this one, so it was funny just to have a, I never bought a program, but it was just funny seeing this and having a flick through it. It was funny. Sergeant Slaughter, Warrior, Davy Boy Smith, DiBiase, Ted DiBiase, he was the best villain. I think he's still alive, that one. Davy Boy Smith's dead. Texas Tornado is dead. Jake Snake Roberts, Raging Alcoholic, Perfect, I don't know what he's up to now, and Roddy Piper, excellent. So yeah, that was really cool. 20p, Hogan, British Bulldog, Davy Boy Smith, Roddy Piper. DiBiase was excellent, so funny. So yeah, that was pretty cool. So that was 20p. Anyway, well, next, oh yeah, and this was in the footage as well, and it just took my breath away a bit. I was like, is that really what I can see in front of me? How much is that gonna, how much is the guy gonna be asking for this? And I thought, he's bound to be asking, too much. That's why it's still there. But and again, it's in the live footage. It was the red Game Boy. And it's in fantastic condition, really, really good nick, and typically it's got Tetris in the back. Absolutely fantastic condition. I think the batteries are on out. Really, really nice. I had never even seen one in red. So I don't think they're that rare in red, but I'd never seen one in red. So I'm starting, without even meaning to, I'm starting a little Game Boy collection. So I've got the original colour, I've got a yellow one, and I've got a red one now, which is fantastic. They also had some box games, which is Alleyway, and it's got Mario driving the little thing that bounces the ball on the artwork. Anyway, pretty simplistic, rip off of another game, but yeah, boxes in good nick. And boxful, which is Tenacious D. Yeah, boxful, and that's boxed, and Tetris 2. And it seems like every time I finish looking around the boot sale on a Sunday, I go around to my parents' house, and I have a bacon sarnie, a couple of cups of coffee, and it seems like every week so far I've been going back with a Game Boy, and it's always had Tetris in it. So my mum always goes and grabs some batteries and has a go on Tetris. So I tried to get her to have a go at Tetris too, but she weren't having none of it because it was different. So anyway, yeah, so the guy wanted for that, I was expecting him to be saying, like 15 quid or something. £3, £3, and it was just, he must have I don't know. It was just one of those strange ones. Not the games aren't great, but still, you know, it's bloody good. You know, we don't often come across the Game Boy games boxed, so I don't anyway. So that was great. I was really pleased with that. So it was a bit of a Nintendo day, really. Like, apart from GameCube, which would have, you know, I would have liked. But, right, and what else was there? Just a couple of random. Oh, there was one GameCube one. Got Thief, Deadly Shadows, which I've only got a small original Xbox collection, and you know I don't have the room to set up all of the systems, so I'm sort of hoping, you know, when me and my girlfriend eventually can move in together, and I can have a games room and just have all the systems set up, and you know, if I see any games that I really like, you know, I'm making a little stack, and you know, I won't be playing this for a while, but I'd never seen it before. And I don't think it's not particularly a rare game, but it just looks like a good sort of stealth game. So it was complete. So that was £1. Another Xbox one, Metal Slug 3. I hadn't played Metal Slug up until, which is crazy, you know, because I used to go in arcades when I was a kid, and I can't remember playing it. But it's, you know, I'm sure all you guys have played Metal Slug. It's absolutely fantastic. It's just a typical arcade game. Blow the shit out of everything. And but yeah, so I got it for the Xbox. I've been playing it on. I've got the PS2 SNK compilation thing, and there's one of the Metal Slug games on there, and also on the DS. It's great on the DS, great fun. So yeah, that was 50p. That one. I was well chuffed to get that. I think the disc's a bit scratched up, but it's okay. And one GameCube game which I didn't have, Prince of Persia: Warrior Within. It's in good nick, apart from someone seems to have used a crimping tool and tested it out on the fucking manual, but apart from that it's in good nick. And that was £1. And there was a couple of ladies that had a mixture of everything, and I saw a little wicker basket they had. I think it was a wicker basket, and they had random CDs, and there was a couple of PS1 games in there. So I had a look, and you know, condition wasn't that great. And there was a cup at the front of the box, and so I picked the cup up, and underneath it there was some loose Master System cartridges. You know, nothing fantastic. I don't really have that many Master System games at all in my collection, so you know, loose carts, you know, I don't see any Master System stuff around, so you know, I picked them up, and they were £1 for the 3 of them. So got Sonic the Hedgehog, Choplifter, and Super Monaco Greek GP. So nothing fantastic, but the Master System was the first console I ever owned. Must have got it in about 1980. 88, 89 I suppose, you know, save up the paper and money, go and buy one game every other week or once a month or whatever. I remember going in our local computer store, and they'd have, I remember seeing the little cards as well, and I was like, what? Yeah. So yeah, no, it'd be nice to get a little bit of a, you know, I wouldn't mind getting Wonder Boy, that'd be quite cool. But, yeah, a couple of those for £1 ain't bad. What else? Oh, and lastly, I went off to one more boot sale, which was just around the corner, and it was a little farm, and it's not normally that big, you know, because there's a load of boot sales around my area, and the big ones are always big. The small, it's like everyone sticks to the one they go to, because all the boot sales are always pretty much the same size. And then so I went to this little farm one, and you know, I don't mind. It was about 9:30, so I wasn't expecting anything. But there was a lad with his dad, and he had some PS3 games, some PSP games, and some PS2 games. He wanted £3 for the DS, PSP, £3 for the PSP and PS3, and £1 for the PS2. So I went through. There was no PSP ones I wanted, and PlayStation 3. There was one game, and it was Infamous. And again, you know, I'm making a little stack of games which I've been playing. Dead Rising 2, which is pretty cool, and Red Dead Revolver, which is, it needs a serious amount of time put into that. It's, I've done a fair amount of it, but there's a lot of land to cover and a lot of, it needs a lot of investment of time in that game. So, yeah, but this, it looks really, really good. I know there's a second one, or there may even be a third one now, but I think the guy has electricity. He can fire electricity out of his hands, and he can make himself hover and stuff. But it looks really cool. And so he had that. He wanted £3, and then so I thought I'd have a look through the PS2 ones as well, see what I could find. And I just sort of picked a couple up. Marvel Superhero Squad and Power Rangers Super Legends, which looks like a bit of a fun sort of fighting game. I'll give that a crack. But this was the one I really wanted. Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, and as I said, I was in there about 9:30. I couldn't believe it. I got the shakes, coffee shakes. Oh my god, I have to change hands because it's shaking. That's what you get for getting up at 5 o'clock and just drinking shitloads of coffee. Yeah, Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, and I can't believe at 9:30 this was still there. I was chatting to the kid, he was so enthusiastic about it. He goes, yeah, I loved it, it was a great game. And it's just, it's like a populous thing, isn't it? I think just build up a city and then populate it with dinosaurs and go around and kill them. But that's in great condition, that one. And yeah, I can't believe that was still there. So yeah, I got 3 PS2 and Infamous on the PS3, and I got £5. So another good deal. That's about it, really. Oh, and Mega Game 6 Volume 3 that I picked up. No game. I picked up the game off of eBay for £5.99. So yeah, I've got a complete copy of that for the Mega Drive. So that was all good. So yeah, that's about it, really, guys. I've managed to shave off about 10 minutes. Fantastic. I'm due an upgrade on my phone as well on Tuesday, so hopefully well, it won't stop me shaking, but maybe the actual camera will be a bit brighter, and the footage will be a bit better. So, but as I said, I've just come back from today's boot sale, and I haven't checked to see if the glasses have worked. So I'm hoping I'm going to have some more live footage to upload. So yeah, I hope you guys had luck. If you were selling at a booty, I hope you sold loads of stuff, and if you were buying, I hope you bought loads of stuff. And yeah, take it easy, guys. Please watch my live footage videos. And it's always nice to hear if you've got any comments. Please, if you don't like it, dislike. If you like. If you want to make a comment, make a comment. It's all good. So yeah, cheers, guys, and I'll try and get another video ASAP.